What's up, guys? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. And guys, I got a question. Why don't they love us? Why don't they love us? Why don't these people who are making what we usually consume, we are the fans, you would think they would appreciate us, but for some reason they don't. Behind the scenes, they resent us. They don't like us. They don't respect our ability or our right to be able to say what we like and don't like about what they're producing. Like they're just like babies. I don't understand this. What am I talking about? Well, first of all, let me just say congratulations. Okay, let me not override the fact that this is a very, very exciting time. In a couple of days, the world will see the Snyder Cut. All right. Now, this is something that fans have been fighting for, wishing for, hoping, praying for the longest, and taking all types of abuse from other fans who claimed it was never going to happen. And here it is about to happen. So let me not overlook the fact that a big fat congratulations shout out is in order, to the fandom. I have not always been at the forefront of this movement. I haven't always been the biggest fan of Zack Snyder, although I do like a lot of his work. There's no denying the man is talented, and I have enjoyed many of his films. I just wasn't like I said, front and center in this particular movement, so I can't front like I had anything to do with it. But a lot of people that I love and respect did, and I'm very, very proud of them. They stayed the course, and they had to endure all types of battles and stuff, and here it is about to happen. So this is a big, big thing, man. It's always a good thing when the fans are hurt, because we're the ones who are spending the money. We're the ones who are bringing the passion to it. So why shouldn't we have a say in what's happening and say what we want to see more of? And when people actually they honor that, it's a big deal. I mean, Star Trek was that way. Star Trek was dead in the water. The fans said we wanted it back. They saw the way the fans were reacting to Star Wars, and it made Paramount and the creative forces behind Star Trek say, hey, you know something? We had something back in the day. Let's see if we can bring this thing back out. And of course, the movies, the TV shows, the cultural phenomenon, it lived, because of the fans and the fans' reaction and the fans' ability to say, we want more, we want more, you know. But there are some people who, for some reason, think that this is an unhealthy thing, to give the fans what they want. I don't understand that. I really don't. But, help me to figure it out, guys, because we have this article here from Bounding Into Comics, and we see that there are some comic pros out there who are labeling Zack Snyder Cut fans as terrorists. In other words, they're saying that the terrorists have won. We've given into their demands. All right. So we have here. All right. I'm going to read a little bit of this. All right. The use of the label terrorist was prompted by a March 11th tweet by Eisner Award winning Marvel, DC, and Skybound Entertainment author Sean K. McKeever of Spider Man Loves Mary Jane, Terror Titans, and Storyscapes The X Files, who took issue with how the hashtag Restore the Snyderverse began to trend on Twitter, appearing to take issue with its trending based on his own belief that Snyder Cut fans were nothing more than members of a harassment campaign. A harassment campaign? Really? People saying what they want to see more of? That's a harassment campaign? The man didn't get to finish his project because of tragedy. All right. And the Justice League that was actually released by Josh Whedon was crap. Okay, now I saw it. I didn't go see it in the movies because I could tell. I could smell it from the TV. I knew I wasn't gonna like it. You know what I mean? So, but when I did get to see it, I was like, this is terrible. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I love the actors. They have first class casting for sure. I love Henry Cavill as Superman, of course, Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, Ben Affleck. I want to see some standalone Ben Affleck Batman movies. All right, that's what I'm in it for. I would love to see it. So yes, I want to see a restoration of the Snyderverse. Absolutely, But for some reason, these people are butthurt about this, right? So anyway, so he says that they're members of nothing more than members of a harassment campaign. He says we gave in to their demands. Maybe now things will be chill, tweeted McKeever, punctuating his sarcasm with a screenshot of the hashtag's appearance in Twitter's trending topics list. So, in other words, he's saying that, yeah, maybe now it's over because they get their little Snyder cut. But hashtag restore the Snyderverse is happening now. So he's saying, okay, the terrorists, they'll never be satisfied. They want more and more and more. In response to McKeever's tweet, DC artist Jamal Igle of Supergirl and Nightwing would lament that this is what happens when you cave into terrorists, presenting the first such use of the term as a derogatory label for fans excited for the Snyder Cut. Igle's sentiments were soon echoed by Dark Horse and IDW artist Megan Levins, behind Buffy the Vampire Slayer Star Wars Adventures, who exclaimed, I saw this trending this morning, and I thought the same thing. This is why we don't negotiate with terrorists. All right, this is very, very clever, guys. Okay, but these people, right? It's like them putting this crap out there. Like, really? Terrorists? Terrorists. Terrorism is something that's geared towards governments and political movements and agendas and stuff, where you want to try to force people to do something, usually with the use of violence. Now, as far as I know, there haven't been any violent incidents around the Release the Snyder Cut movement. I don't think I saw any underground videos of some dude with a hood on and them threatening to decapitate him. I don't think I saw anything like that. But see, words, they might think they're being funny and clever here, but this is dangerous because there are some real kooks on the internet. As we know, Twitter is kind of like that. You know what I mean? There are people who take this and they run with it, So the capacity for violence is actually enabled by their language, because there are some people out there who are angry because of what's going on with the Snyder Cut. Never mind the fact that, like I said, a lot of it has inspired charities, to bring awareness to suicide and suicide prevention, but people are not seeing the positive. They're not seeing the goodwill. They're not seeing the happiness that this has caused. They're seeing something and twisting it up into something negative to the point where they can liken the fans to terrorists. All right, so anyway, unsurprisingly, like many who make inflammatory statements and receive massive amounts of pushback in response, McKeever would announce that he's setting his account to private in order to avoid all the psychos attacking me for my cheeky gag. Ironically, they're calling me toxic, McKeever continued. This time, I may just keep it like this for a good long while. Roving mobs of pop culture stans on Twitter are far too eager to prove they've lost all perspective. No, you've lost all perspective, Mr. McKeever, by calling the very people that you're producing a product for, that you're selling things to, you're calling them terrorists. I don't understand. How is this acceptable for you people, but then you have someone like a Gina Carano get fired for what she did and for what she said? You guys can just fire at will. You can say whatever you want. And like I said, the danger of this is that you have people out there who are writing hit pieces like the rewriting Ripley thing, who are calling people alt-right, and calling them ultra-conservative and all of this stuff. There's danger in this. It's not just a cheeky gag, but that's what's going on. You take something as simple as fans saying what they want to see and having it happen and being happy about it, instead of just being happy with them and all of, with everything that's going on in the world, just having goodwill and a good time and fun. Because let's face it, a good movie, a good, exciting movie is good for everybody, right? Everyone needs some escape. And that's what we're in the business of here. Escapist, fantasy, fun. But these people, they seem to be against that. So that's what's going on here. And I think that more people should know. Like, I don't know what we can do about this to turn this around, that these people should have such aggression and resentment towards the very people that's in their market. How does this even happen? But there it is. You have these so-called comic pros, because maybe it's because they're jealous, maybe it comes down to that, because they can't get the love and devotion that Zack Snyder can get. So they feel like they can just rain on everybody's parade and try to take their little pock shots. But from what I can tell, Zack Snyder is plugged in to his fans. He cares about his fans. He respects his fans. Maybe that's the reason why he gets the devotion that he gets, unlike you. Maybe you could learn something, instead of sitting back on the sidelines, throwing things at people, hating. But that's where we are, guys. If you have any ideas about this or any thoughts, any comments, feel free, leave them in the comment section. As always, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe, and hit that Cash App for me, won't you? And you can catch me on Twitter, okay? The link is going to be in the description below. All right, guys, thank you for listening. I'll catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on and enjoy that Snyder Cut, baby.